So this one is about cultivating beliefs. Um, a lot of times, the reason people get depressed is because they have cultivated the wrong beliefs about themselves. And then they repeat those beliefs over and over again. I mean, our brain is very much so like a computer. And if you keep feeding it information, it's going to work with that information and develop in that way. So, for example, if I continue to say everything is hopeless, my life is unfair, I don't want to be like this, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's not, that kind of thought really gets embedded into the computer, and then you run that program again and again. Um, but the fact is that when someone is depressed like that, they are saying things that just aren't true or need not be true and can be reversed. And how do you do that? I mean, it's the message that you're giving to yourself. And it doesn't help if you have someone, say, yelling at you all the time and telling you you're worthless or something like that. You know, that, or maybe you had someone tell you that before. I certainly did. I had someone tell me that I was a liar, and that I was, couldn't do anything, you know. So I can now, and I think I have a good reputation as being a very honest person. But it took me a long time to get over that, and maybe like in my case, my parents didn't like me very much, and especially my stepfather. So then I went through life trying to get people to like me, and now I do like it when people like me, but I'm also okay if someone doesn't like me. I can't control everybody. Um, but back to just cultivating, these are beliefs that I cultivated, though, that, you know, people don't like me, so I have to try my best to get people to like me, and that I'm a liar, or that I'm I'm worthless. I'm not a very useful person. But all those things are not true or need not be true. So, I mean, with tinnitus, we can quickly change the programming in our brain to a brain that believes that this is all hopeless and there's nothing we can do about it. And it's always going to be like this. No matter what you do, you're always going to have this sound and it's going to drive you crazy. And then, it feels hopeless. But that's just a program you're running. You're running it over and over again. Maybe you're not. I hope you're not. But I mean, some people are just running that program over and over again, and it's a belief you have now. There's one thing just to kind of think something might be true, but when you say something enough times, it's a belief that you cultivate. I mean, think about people who have a crazy, at least in my opinion or your opinion, a crazy religion, or their religious ideas are really nuts. How did they get that way? Because they kept having that message, spoken, or, they heard that message again and again, and it got really embedded into their brain. And that's what happens a lot of times to people who get tinnitus. They get this feeling of hopelessness, and they keep repeating it, and they keep listening to the sound, and they keep worrying there's no way they're ever going to be able to solve the problem or get to a better place. I mean, so I haven't solved the problem. I still have the sound, but I'm in a much, much better place, and I don't think about the sound. But before, I quickly developed a strong belief that there was nothing I could do about it, and that things were pretty hopeless. I'm just going to have to be like this the rest of my life. And it couldn't be farther from the truth. So I was saying a bunch of bullshit to myself. And there's a lot of people, with tinnitus that are doing the same thing, just saying a lot of bullshit that keeps reinforcing this belief that things are hopeless. And it's just not true. But it seems so true when you've been repeating it over and over again. And it seems like there's no way you could possibly get better. And I definitely was exactly like that. So I know, and I've talked to people who were exactly like that and got better like me. So I'm here making this video trying to help you stop saying so much bullshit to yourself and see if you can start to change these thoughts. And you have to look at what you say. I mean, you may be saying some things like things are hopeless and you can't deal with this sound and it's driving you crazy. And each of these statements you have to deal with. I have a phone call coming in, so the video is ending, but I hope it helps.